Hello there. My name is Karu, also known as Isaialon, and I'm here to give you what I believe is the definitive guide to how to defeat Red. Red, being the final boss that he is, has a few unique gimmicks that you should be aware of before you even begin to attempt this fight. Red will ban you from accessing your bag, which means you will not be able to use external items such as full restores, lepa berries, anything you feel like you would need to defeat him. Red will also all have level 100 Pokemon. His exact Pokemon will be Pikachu, Venusaur, Charizard, Blastoise, Espeon, and Snorlax. While Red has had a Lapras in the past for some of his versions, he does not in this and cannot in this. Unlike gym leaders, Red has one set team. One final note before we get to the actual team, Red's Pikachu is not a typical Pikachu you can find in this game. It has been modified to have the Let's Go Pikachu stats, which are inflated in comparison. This is why you may feel like you should have outspeeded Pikachu, but in reality, it ended up just OHKOing you. One final important piece of information you should have before fighting Red is that Red cheats. Red has a system called Turn 1 moves, or at least that's what I dub it, where Red will use a move whenever a Pokemon of his gets sent onto the field. For Pikachu, this is Nasty Plot, Venusaur has Light Screen, Charizard has Sunny Day, Blastoise has Rain Dance, Espeon has Wish, and Snorlax has Reflect. With talking about Red out of the way, let's talk about how we're going to beat him. First up is Garchomp. Garchomp is assigned to be Espeon in this run with its Earthquake, however I highly recommend also taking Rock Slide and Brick Break on it. There are 2 cases of RNG in this run total. These moves allow Garchomp to counter both of them, giving you a significantly higher success rate than otherwise. Next up is Aerodactyl. Aerodactyl is assigned to beat Charizard, and this is one of those 2 pieces of RNG in the run. Because of the fact that Rock Slide is only a 99% chance to hit, there's always the 1%. However, with Rock Slide on Garchomp, it should be literally no issue. For our next mon, we have Conkeldurr. Conkeldurr is the only mon in the game who can one-shot Snorlax using Brick Break without having to use a choice item. His only flaw is that he has the other piece of RNG in the run. Because Snorlax can use Body Slam, there's always the chance of paralysis. If that paralysis happens, there is still a chance for you to break through it and have no issues for the rest of the run. However, once again, just switch to Garchomp should things go south. Garchomp's Brick Break will take 2 turns to kill instead of 1. However, it still is better than losing the run. Next up is Shedinja. Shedinja is a unique case here because it is the mon that will not outspeed Pikachu, but is still designated to beat it. This is because of the fact that Pikachu cannot actually bypass Wonder Guard. Yay. Flareon's up. He's the designated counter to Venusaur. He has a unique case though because in his magnificent glee of defeating Venusaur, he will also make himself faint. This is good though because it means that you can get your switch in early, potentially saving yourself an extra turn in the fight. Finally, we have Ferrothorn. Ferrothorn is your designated counter to Blastoise, and it's probably the only time you'll ever see Zoom Lens used in a PvE setting. The final important piece of information to know here is that Flareon has a small exception to how he's played. Flareon cannot survive 2 Earth powers from Venusaur, and so because of that, the 2 mons that can get Earth power used against them, Shedinja and Ferrothorn, have to have additional solutions to ensure that Flareon doesn't get OHKO'd before he does his thing. In the case of Ferrothorn, that would be Explosion, and Shedinja will use Sandstorm. Yes, that is as cursed as it sounds. Because I value your time, I'm not going to get into any of the other extreme nitty-gritty such as the cost of what to make the team, because I already have that documented in the link below. It includes multiple extra things, including all the images you've seen so far today, the cost of how to make the team, exact matchup charts to see what Pokemon can be fought against where to potentially even save extra turns, and alternate mons should you not say want to use Garchomp or something like that. But now let's just get into the actual fight so you can see how this team is used. Is what I would say, but this is currently Monday. I do my runs on Sunday. Time for Past Me to take it away. One of the major things to note when fighting Red is that I always recommend leading with Garchomp. Garchomp is one of the safest leads in this entire game because of how many things it can hit, but on top of that, this type of thing will commonly happen. Red's lead will be entirely random every time it comes out. Wow, Past Me really knows how to ramble. To be fair, I'm bad about it too. Anyway, so let's narrate this to make it quick. As you can see, Garchomp SP on lead. This is nice and fine. It means we get a nice speedy one-turn kill. Charizard is out next. All that means is that we're going to switch to Aerodactyl and use Rock Slide. Next up we have Venusaur. I do not know why I kept getting Venusaur on the day I did these recordings. Here's a clip of me getting Blastoise instead. However, Venusaur might be quite consistent actually. And in that case, you will not have to worry about the whole Shedinja Ferrothorn thing involving the specialties situations. Beyond that, just switch to Flareon, hit Flare Blitz. Here's another rather particular situation I was put in where I had to guess which mon came out. I guessed Snorlax here because it felt like the best option should I gotten it right. And for some reason I got it right. And I don't know why it's been so consistent that I've been getting it right. For some reason, after Flareon comes out, Snorlax is just who Red likes switching into. Use this information how you will, or let me know if for some reason the AI doesn't do it for you. I'm curious to what the reason might be. Beyond that, you can just go for Brick Break here. It's entirely safe because Conkeldurr is already on the field. No paralyzed, no risk. Pikachu next. If you happen to already have Garchomp or Aerodactyl out on the field when this thing decides to come out, you can just use Earthquake with them to get an early kill and not have to go all the way into Shedinja. Otherwise, just go to Shedinja, hit X-Scissor, win. Finally is Blastoise. Just a simple case of switching to Ferrothorn, using Power Whip, and winning. As you can see, I didn't actually finish Blastoise in that run because I wanted to continue trying to get more instances and tests. However, if you need proof, then here's that clip from earlier where Blastoise came out early and Ferrothorn beating it to a pulp. But yeah, that concludes my red guide. If it was at all a help to you, you don't even have to like the video. Just simply share this around so that more people can see the actual way on how to do it. I love seeing people reach a higher skill level and a higher skill plane. Who says a guide isn't still part of skill? And then, yeah, I'll see you around. Once I eventually figure out how to make a gem rerun guide that actually includes Johto and as well, you can't make me.